Citizen Television.
And welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am KozMcKev, your host, and this is for the week beginning Friday, the 4th of June, 2021. Oh, it's so exciting! This is exciting. One of the things that's really exciting about this week is we have a new moon, and it's an eclipse, folks. And this happens Thursday at 3:53 in the a.m. So basically, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. You're going to wake up to a whole new world Thursday morning. And, well, let's talk about today's nakshatra. So today we're looking at the moon at least early in the day in Uttara Bhadrapada. And the symbol for that could be like the twins. It's the backside of the funeral cot. It's ruled by Saturn. Its ruling deity is Adhir-Bunya, who is the serpent of the deep. And this is where a lot of cosmic realities come together. It's actually considered a pretty good nakshatra. Now, later on today, we're going to be in a lunar mansion known as Revati. And Revati is the fish going in two different directions, just like the Pisces symbol. And this is actually where artistic ability gets expressed, or Venus gets exalted at that part of the zodiac. Of course, Venus is not anywhere near that part of the zodiac right now. Looking at what's going on in the sky, well, we have got Venus is in Cancer. Bada bing, bada boom, and so is Mars. So yeah, and so that's a comfort zone. And there's our Jupiter and Pisces. Yes, Jupiter and Neptune are in Pisces. They're hanging out. They're being good to each other. This is good. So I think, you know, and Mercury, of course, retrograde in Gemini. Actually, retrograde in Gemini in both systems too. That's something noteworthy as well. And so with that said, yes, we are going to get into your horoscopes, beginning with you, Aries. And so, and in this I'm going to tie together what lunar mansion the new moon is in and how that's going to affect you too. So, I mean, Gemini time is like, for Aries, is a time for friends. It's a time to make good with your neighbors. Be good to your neighbors. I mean, that's the best thing we can do. It's just like hang out and learn to love and build things that build trust with each other. Because you may not agree on everything. I mean, outside of people abusing or taking advantage of your family and friends, most things are pretty forgivable. And most things shouldn't, you know, require any more than like gentle conversations. So that's where I would go with that. It's like, even though Mercury's retrograde and you might have some issues with your neighbors in the neighborhood, because that's where Gemini occupies your third house. Third house also gives you a lot of courage too. It's Karaka for courage. So take a little more courage. Also being curious about things. Find out, gleaning information, going, hey, what's going on? So we've got a new moon this week in Gemini. And let's see, so on that wonderful, wonderful day, on Thursday, we're looking at, you know, about 19 degrees, Gemini, new moon. So that'd be about, 12 that'd be about 26 degrees Taurus. Okay, so this new moon is in Mrigashira lunar mansion. Mrigashira lunar mansion is half Taurus, half Gemini. And yeah, I know. And so it's the story of Brahma loving his daughter, lusting after her. Daughter turns into a doe, a deer, flees. Father turns himself into a stag to pursue the doe. Shiva sees that, doesn't like it, cuts the stag's head off in the sky. Now, Mrigashira is ruled by Mars. So Mars is like what gives us courage. Half of it's in sidereal Taurus, Venus. Oh, we want love and sensuality. We want pleasure, you know, even when it's inappropriate sometimes. And then there's Mercury, where we want, you know, Gemini part wants the sacred marriage, but also is curious about things. I just want information. What's going to happen? How does this feel? Why am I doing this? You know, and suddenly you lose your head because of the lust of Mars, the neediness of Venus, and the unquenchable curiosity of Mercury. So it's like really important in this new moon eclipse that we don't lose our head over things, and that's just going to be my my little wisdom statement to you, Aries, since you rule the head. Now we're going over into Taurus, and so this new moon that's coming on, you know, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, is in your second house. So this is all about money. So like I would say, especially with Mercury retrograde, this is not a time to make a lot of crazy investments, folks. I mean, maybe it is and you're fine, you did it already and everything's going to go good. But I would say, hold on, check things out, see what's happening, because there's a whole other story about that's not being told yet about this story. And we want to be good to everybody. We don't want to assume anything about anyone. And you can really easily make bad choices with peer pressure. I'm sure most everybody, by the time you've reached 40 years old, you know what I'm talking about. Being led to poor choices due to peer pressure. It can happen. And so we have to be thoughtful right now and just take a few steps back. I mean, securing things for your family, securing and affirming things that are of value to you are good, and also being good to your neighbors, creating a great relationship with your neighbors. That's it. And many things will get better right after that. Boom, boom. Okay. Now we're in the land of Gemini. And so, greetings, Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope. This new moon is a new start for you, but it's an eclipse, and so crazy things could easily happen. Now, if any of you have a rising sign around 19-20 degrees Gemini, even other mutable signs around 19-20 degrees, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, anything you got in that area, oh boy, yeah, for me, I guess that would be, yeah, well, Mercury's kind of close in Sag there, I don't know, but anyhow, this is where the eclipse is going to be affecting stuff, and solar eclipses are way more powerful than lunar eclipses. I know we had the lunar eclipse, so that was lightweight compared to what's going to go down this week. I know, I'm bracing myself, but I think some good can come out of it too. It's all about your intention. See, one of the things about this new moon is like the ruling deity of Mrigashira is Soma, and that's like the god of the nectar of the moon that gives us enlightenment. So if you just kind of hang into your meditation space, you know, and don't lose your head over something you're attracted to or someone you're attracted to, and just like chill out. You know, this may not be the right thing to do right now. Even if it seems like it belongs to you and it's yours, yeah, you know, no. You have to take pause here, that this might not be appropriate or right, you know, and know that, you know, because Shiva's there. He's going to prevent the cosmic incest, you know. You're going to pay for your bad deeds, whoever you are, wherever you are. And sometimes you pay for bad deeds that you didn't really even do, at least not in this life. But, you know, stuff happens to us, you know, all of us. And that's it. Love your people, love your neighbors, love your family this week. That's my message to you. Okay. Well, greetings, Cancer, and welcome to your horoscope. It's still like I said, everything is in the 12th house. 12th house is a house of loss. 12th house is a house of completion. It's fulfillment. It's also paying debts. So if you've been in debt, this is a good time to make donations to the poor, pay off any kind of debt, do some volunteer work to help somebody, stay in the land of meditation and pray, and if you can, get yourself a little bit of time in nature. Even in New York City, there's Central Park. In Philadelphia, there's Schuylkill Park. There's the lakefront in Chicago. There's Golden Gate Park in San Francisco. There's Griffith Park in Los Angeles. In Vancouver, British Columbia, there's Stanley Park. And so there's these beautiful places that still have nature, even if you're in an urban area, that you can go to. And yeah, I know Phoenix has got their own little thing in Cactus Land. I mean, you got to bring your own shade, but yeah, you do it in the morning before 10 o'clock, so you don't roast like like something getting roasted. But for Cancer, since you're a very lunar influence, you're going to be very sensitive to this eclipse. And since the moon will be in your sun sign just shortly after the eclipse, it's going to be, it's going to be a wild time. And so you want to just do everything you can to keep yourself on the up and up and keep yourself feeling chilled and calm in a time that may not necessarily be that calm, Okay. All right. Greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. Sometimes we say no news is good news. Gemini time, symbolic of the 11th house. The 11th house can actually make you money. It can be older people, more experienced people giving you a grant or a loan. It could also be a party where you're inviting people over to celebrate with you. It's your social life. It's kind of like a place where you have a little vacation. It's like the after work party. It's a happy hour. So decisions are being made. But there's some blessings coming to you in this time period. And even though this is an eclipse, it can change the way you look at your resources. Try not to be too blinded by the light. Kind of look at things with your eyes almost halfway shut. Go by how things feel rather than what they look or by what advice you've gotten, because I think our feelings are more indicative of where reality is headed than necessarily just information that goes through one ear or through our eyes. You got to smell it, you got to feel it, you got to taste it. And that's the direction you want to go right now. On other things noteworthy to note, your psychic sense is on with Jupiter in the 8th house, so trust your intuition, really. Saturn in the 7th house. I mean, there's probably some kind of relationship difficulties you're having, or you're just happy to be finally free doing whatever it is you're doing, and that's okay too. Whatever you need to do. But continue to work on your health, continue to make improvements, and life will get better. Okay. And greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. Yeah, another week of Mercury retrograde. I get you. This is not fun. You're probably wondering to yourself, well, when does Mercury go direct, KozMcKev? Because I'm really looking forward to making some new plans and everything like that. Okay, so Mercury goes direct next week, kind of like around summer solstice. So you do have another week of this. I guess it happens on Tuesday the 22nd. So kind of got, another week and a half to deal with this, and then a little bit of the aftermath. But I actually think that overall things are going to be moving forward. And this is like your career time. This is where your public karma gets worked out. So when you do good things, positive things for the public, that's going to be seen. And that's going to elevate whatever it is, whatever your skills are. And you're getting that extra work that way. And sometimes those side jobs are more fun than your regular day job. So I'd say, Virgo, it's all about the side jobs. Yeah. Okay, we go to Libra now. So, greetings Libra, and welcome to your horoscope. So Venus in Cancer, along with Mars in Cancer, this is your 10th house midheaven. So like, what I often see is like Libras, when their coworker goes on vacation, Libra does something to step up and cover the bases for them. And in that covering of the bases for co-workers and friends, and they elevate themselves. People see what a good leader you are, actually, and that you have really good ideas to implement right now. And you've got the strength to implement them with Mars, and you've also got this aesthetic that works. Because Mars is really good in the 10th house, actually, and Venus is a friend of Saturn anyhow, and Venus looks good in the 10th house too, so it's like you're looking good on all fronts. Oh yeah, the new moon, well, it's in the 9th house, so if you keep your relationship with your teachers and your father in good alignment, even though there's an eclipse, like giving them a gift, making a donation, isn't it like Father's Day coming up? Isn't that like, I guess that doesn't happen till a week from Sunday, but you can start thinking about dads. Dads are really important, and we need to teach our boys to be better fathers so that we celebrate more Father's Days and not just put all the crap on the mom. So that's just my little thing. All right. Okay, so greetings Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. So Mars in Cancer, along with Venus in the 9th house. Overall, it's a good thing. I mean, you don't always get all the Venetian rewards in the 9th house, because a lot of times it could be a long-distance relationship, or you can be in a relationship with someone who's a foreigner. I mean, I'm sure you guys always, if any of you have Facebook accounts, there's always, some gorgeous European ancestry gal with like some kind of African name or something who has one friend or no friends, and they're like, I want to be your friend, kind of like, and you're kind of like, if you have any sense of intuition whatsoever, you're like, this is going to be bad. And then the other ones they have a little thing below, oh, do you want to see nude pics of me? I'm like, oh God, Well, yeah, but then what's that going to cost? It's like, a hacking of your computer stuff. You got to be warned about these things. These are terrible things. And this is how the world operates right now. And it's funny that, if somebody has alternative medical information, Facebook will repress that. But for some reason, they haven't figured out how to get these people who are just, hacking into accounts and fake things and promising all these wonderful favors from scamming people. I guess that's part of the game. And so, Scorpio, I just thought you'd want to know about that. You probably already do. Oh, well, I got a few of those. I've had to block a few of those people. It's all about relationships right now for you. I mean, and you're probably getting about as much action as you can possibly handle right now. I mean, with Jupiter in your 5th house, your heart's open, and you're just like, I love love, and I love being the lover, and I'm wanting to deliver and have all this fun. And I mean, that love goes to your children, it goes to your friends, it goes to your classmates, it goes to people you work with, all of it. And, hey, the more love there is, the less hate there is. Let's keep that going. Reading Sagittarius. I mean, also for you, this is a time of love. It's a time when there could be more partnership. I mean, with Venus and Mars in the 8th house, I mean, it's intense. It's like more like lust. And a lot of times it's like other people have the power, and I've heard this weird thing, dynamic in relationships is like the person who loves the most is always on the losing end, I don't like that. For some reason I don't like that. Because it's like I'd like to think that everyone should be free to love and not feel like they're going to be in trouble for loving or hurting for loving. We all deserve a chance, to make things better for ourselves and others. And the only time I find equality is when I'm on a seesaw with somebody who weighs the same as me. Spoken like a true sidereal Libra sun, right? But yeah, in Sagittarius terms, I mean, you like to play games. That's the thing I've noticed about Sagittarius. They're all about the game. And of course there'll be one of you that's in denial. I'm not about games. Oh, all right. Well, we'll deal with you later. You can post it in the comments and I'll address you personally. You're a Sagittarius not in games and you're a loser. No, I'm just kidding. Oh boy, no. I mean, you have a reputation of being lucky and winning, and you're also being philosophically free. So, well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes there's night, sometimes there's day. And sometimes there's Capricorn. Make way for Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Okay, so God save the Queen. Yeah. Okay, so Saturn in the 2nd house.
How are you doing?
And we've also got Jupiter in the 3rd house. So you've got your friends that you need to take care of, and you also have your family that you have an obligation and a responsibility to deal with. Also your monetary success, your assets, and things that might involve your teeth or your neck or your face that need fixing. That too. That's going to be...
I'm not sure I caught that. Could you tell me again how you were feeling today?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's your phone, turn it off.
I should turn it off. Marn's giving me advice, and I think advice is good right now, so power off. Well, it's just, they do all kinds of funny things that you don't realize they're going to do. And then they don't even obey when you're pressing them and to do what you're supposed to command, but yeah, power off is power off. Anyhow. So, I mean, in the long run, it's like what Capricorn's working on is their health. And as far as relationships and romance, it should be really good right now. All right. Turning a page and going to the land of Aquarius, And this is always, that wonderful song from the late 60s when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Well, I mean, Jupiter and Mars are actually in a really nice alignment because they're trying each other right now. So, I mean, Jupiter being like the guru, kind of guiding us to peaceful, more spiritual life, good advice. And Mars is sort of like the protector, getting rid of things that aren't good. And this is helping, This is going to help on so many different levels. And so you get to be a part of the help. And making things better, making improvements right now in your life. Saturn's in your 1st house. I mean, that can be depressing sometimes. I mean, Saturn spares no one. Even if you're a Capricorn or an Aquarius or a Libra where Saturn's exalted, you're still going to face some wrath of Saturn, restrictions, embarrassment, depression, legal issues, aging, the list goes on. Are we done? No, not yet. It's like taking 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. Those 2 steps backward are pretty scary, but you're actually still making progress. So just hold on to the faith right now and keep that going, because you are going to move better, you know. And I do see this opening in your heart during Gemini time, which is beautiful for you, and we need you. We need you in a good way, so keep up the good work. And next in line is going to be Pisces. So greetings, Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope. We're in an age where people don't want to see the whole truth. They like to be in a bunker with their friends, you know. And I mean, when things look really scary out there, how can you blame anybody for wanting to be in a bunker with their friends? I really can't. Yeah, but those friends all have misinformation, and they're spreading misinformation all around, and it's going to cause a pandemic to go crazy, and everybody's going to die. Ah! Okay. Do you know what? Everybody's going to die anyway. So just take a deep breath without your mask. You can't take a deep breath in the mask. It's not easy. I mean, unless you got one of those special ones, you know, really super groovy, high tech. And know that there's this thing called karma that deals with each and every one of us as far as our life expectancy. It's pretty much written down beforehand. Are there ways you can change it? I've had some astrologers say absolutely not. I guess I'm going to go and say, yeah, you can, because I know you can change your palm in palm reading to make your lifeline stronger. You can change your health in this life to make it stronger, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some mantras. In fact, I know Vedic stories where people who were supposed to die extended their life. Maybe a guru took on their sins and died early for them. I mean, there's some pretty heavy stuff that goes on out there. And I'm not asking you to do anything really heavy or weird. I'm asking you to, instead of picking sides, pick the inside. Go within, look within, stay within. Gemini time is 4th house. That's about going within. Really acknowledge your feelings. Those feelings count, you know. Well, my feelings aren't science. Well, I mean, fine. Okay, I get that there from the peanut gallery. You know what? Science is changing every day. So therefore, if you believe in science, your beliefs are changing every single day. And I bet you can't even keep up with your beliefs, because that's how much science changes. Yeah. Well, I mean peer-reviewed empirical science. Okay. That's so wonderful. I'm so glad you found a safe place to land and that everything's perfect for you in your in your faith. There are things that science doesn't know about yet. Okay? I want you to know that. I mean, that's not to bust a bubble. It's I wear a helmet when I ride a bike too, you know. It's a good thing, you know. I put on my gloves. I use protection if I'm going in dangerous waters. I want you to have faith and keep shining your light, Pisces, because that's what we need right now. And that's it, you know, for the cosmic forecast for this week, June 4th, going over through the 11th. Be with you next week when we do this again, when we celebrate summer solstice and have a lovely time together. KozMcKev, the Planetary Persuader, signing off.